And we have to look at what the stories are, front, back pages of the newspaper. You have some comments?
Yes, I do, but
Okay.
just do the graphic.
All right, so we start with the Daily Graphic. Has on the front page, Obinim's supporters clash with police. And Graphic also holds town hall meeting for political parties in Bolga. But we also have ECG's workers disrupting operations. And already we know that they're saying from tomorrow, that's Friday, the 26th of August 2016, they're going to embark on a strike action. And they're hoping that by the close of the weekend or throughout it, we aren't going to have power.
Okay, so the action is even continuing today, except that it's between the hours of 8 a.m. and I think 11 a.m.
But that's protest.
The protest,
not
exactly.
necessarily disruption of power.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we have our Front Plains District Assembly commences rehabilitation of police stations. And you get to the back page, GIFEC presents computers, accessories to birth and death information centers, we're told, across the country. Good work by GIFEC. It's led by Kwabna Champong, who is a GIFEC administrator. But we know him by Kobi Champong.
Let's do the Ghanaian Times. ECG workers down tools for 3 hours. Convict 72-year jail term. Convict 72-year jail term appears in court for robbery. Daniel Obinim's arrest for fraud. Supporters lock down police headquarters. You can see that in pictures on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper today. Back page. 2 model chips compounds inaugurated at Ho and 2 hostels shut down for evading tax. And 2 hostels in the eastern region have been closed down by the Ghana Tourism Authority for failing tourism levy as required by law. They are the Continental Hotel at Atimpoku. Did I say hostels or hotels? So the Continental Hotel at Atimpoku and Sususeime at Koforidia. These are the 2 hotels that have been shut down for apparently evading tax. That's it for the Ghanaian Times.
We'll see how that goes. Front page of the Daily Guide has a story. Angel Obinim supporters on rampage over cock and bull story. And this very quote, cock and bull, is attributed to his lawyer, Atachia. And then we also have ECG workers protest sale and Mahama attacks Nana again. Borac Plus anti-mosquito bulb, not harmful, we're told. But you go to the center spread of the paper, and you just have to give me some time. It talks about Maurice Sampa loving food. He can't go on hunger strike. But he said he's going for a 10-day hunger strike. We'll see how that goes.
This is day 3.
He's really an interesting man, yeah. He's very regular on our show. And then we also have Obinim supporters on rampage. As the other story there, you have varied pictures there. Just to give you a gist, he's still in his nice tweed-like jacket. I love this. I love this jacket, Charlie. All right. And, you know, you can also check our page, Joy News on TV. It's on Facebook, and that's where we've uploaded an insert of us speaking to him and about how, you know, he got his title, he confers with angels of God, and how he's waiting for a last conferment to ascend to the next level of his spirituality and the good car he drives. It's called Autobiography. It's one of the models of the Range Rover.
Yeah, it's customized, yo. If you've got money.
Yeah, it's customized.
Stop hating.
In fact,
let's do
I envy
Business
the man.
Finder. EcoBank, 2 others to vie for top owners. Economy, Moody's, IFS, SIPA Slam government, one of difficult times in 2017. So 3 economic research agencies have rejected government's claims of a robust Ghanaian economy in 2017 and have rather painted a gloomy picture. You can read more details about this. Also, SEC to crack whip on investment firms. These are the 2 big headlines front page of the Business Finder newspaper. Roland?
Okay, so we have front page of the Daily Dispatch. Mahama on Nanez, all die be die. God will not allow that to happen in Ghana. You have a picture there of President John Dramani Mahama smiling. Not the campaign one, but we know that he's campaigning. Tomorrow will be the last leg of his campaign of the northern region, and then he'll go elsewhere. We don't know where yet, but it seems that the politicking has started fully. Because just like we had the elections, or we're having the elections in America, the Democrats and the Republicans, the insults are flying helter-skelter. I'm telling you, there's a lot of hustle and bustle in the campaigning market. And so whatever you hear, it's all campaigning. So it's whether it's the president or the opposition leader, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, it's all campaigning. But you also, as the voters, please look out for the issues. Which party is offering the best of the choices for you that would lead to improvement in your livelihood? That's what you need to look up to and vote. NHIS is working, and apparently Father Andrew Campbell, who is also is a reverend father of the Catholic Church, but also a trustee of the Lepers Aid Committee, says that apparently the National Health Insurance scheme has helped a lot more people. And we know that this is just coming on the back of 2 or 3 days ago when the president was in the northern region again campaigning. I believe he was in Salaga, saying that apparently we've had the outpatient attendants. That is the number of Ghanaians who have registered on the scheme and seem to be accessing. That's the rate at which we access the scheme, reaching 29 million. Now, people tend to misconstrue that to mean the number of people. No, 9 million at the time of 2008, but now we have 29 million recorded. 29 million. It means the number of time that is being accessed. Okay, that's what it means. But I think that also I'll try and lobby Mama Vioso Abwaje, my producer, Kwabna Chenchenhine Boati, and the rest of the production team, whether we can have a thorough debate on the National Health Insurance scheme. Well, not really. It's
the fact is, if you speak to the NHIA managers of the scheme, they won't tell you anything different. So,
no, we need to bring those who provide the services, okay, and look at the difficulties they face. Because, I mean, granted,
difficulties I can begin to tell you.
Yeah, we all do know. No, we want to discuss.
Their monies don't come.
Yeah,
in time.
So we want to discuss it. I mean, we want to discuss it. Go to a community near us and see how realistically people who have the cards tend to have difficulties in accessing or not accessing. How it's aided people too, because we shouldn't think that it hasn't aided people. That's the most important thing. So we need to just have a thorough conversation on the subject, especially when it's an election issue.
With the Business and Financial Times newspaper, all I'm saying is you won't get anything objective. That's just my thoughts. Lack of regulatory policy worries rubber industry. SMEs not investor ready. The risking in Africa on the rise. You might want to read this in data. Apparently, in detail, Swift data shows that banks around the world are reducing their correspondent banking relationships with a focus on perceived higher risk jurisdictions, including Africa. There's a long one on that you can read back page. IFS confident of funds growth. MTN launches fiber broadband services, and Omnibank courts the support of clients ahead of launch. All the headlines, the Business and Financial Times newspaper.
You read this?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so those will be the stories we have on the, the hard copy papers. Now let's go soft.
Donko redeploy police force must build rapport, according to a security expert. And this is on myjoyline.com. We're running through the headlines quickly.
Patrick Sogbojo.
ECG workers threaten nationwide doom sort to protest privatization bid. What can we do to them if they go ahead and do this? Pay Obinim's 11.6 million Ghana cedis fraud cash. Or shut up, Diamond Appiah told. Oh, okay. So she's been doing a lot of, can I say, advocacy? I mean, I think she's been trying to say, like, leave Obinim alone. Tension mounts in Amancia Central over Chinese Galamsey activities. Another story there. Jinapor accuses ECG workers of breach of trust. So the Deputy Power Minister, John Jinapor, is accusing aggrieved workers of the Public Utility Workers Union of breach of faith. You can read a lot more on that. Okay, these are some photos of, what's been running around on Obinim as he's shuffled through whether the Nima police station or the police headquarters. Now Fred says he's somewhere that we all don't know. Roland?
And then we have to go to the Africa page of the BBC, Mama V. It says 9 apparently Nigerian banks have been suspended from foreign currency trading, what we'll call locally as forex trading, for not paying a total of $2 billion owed to the government or the central bank. And it's also a source telling the BBC from the central bank.
Yeah, I think I was listening to the BBC and they said one of the banks had paid what the bank owed, so much money in a day, so they could pay it, and they've been, nobody's been holding them to account, if you like. But Charlie, the Nigeria economy, not good, not with the forex.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to spend, I don't know.
Okay, so that's it for the review. Let's read a few of your messages and then we'll rise. Make way for sport. This one says, good morning. I think the way the police is treating Obinim is not fair. Even if we don't like some of his actions, we should still know that he is a Ghanaian. Kwame from Koforidua.
But isn't not the law against Obinim?
No, but I mean, which one is the law? If you want to charge the man, charge him. If the offense
now
is
you're
bailable,
on the side of Obinim.
No, I'm not on the side of. I'm on the side of the law. Seriously,
The police is the law.
This could happen to anybody. I mean, how long have they been holding him?
Leave the police.
What's the
to
charge
do their
exactly?
Work. Mama, leave the police to do their work.
The last time I had a spokesperson of the CID say that they're holding him
Obviously,
because of the
you've changed your this thing.
But I like the man. He's human.
We all do like the man.
He's human.
For example, he has a
if it
Range
happened
Rover
to you,
autobiography.
If it happened to you, I mean, if they treated you this way, just put yourself in his shoes. We are not even sure which of the charges they are holding him for.
Yeah.
And they're just dragging him around, you know. They haven't found him guilty, remember. Everything that we're hearing,
in the first place.
Everything we're hearing is alleged. This 11.6, whether it's gold or whatever. I mean, if you have something on him, just do it.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
have you finished reading the messages?
Let me read this one. My NDC will lose one vote if they privatize ECG. Ghana is practicing automatic governance, not democratic. Politicians are very wicked. Hey, Mr. Cherika from Tamale sending this hot message this morning. It's too early, man. You're saying some fire, but you know fire for fire is not here. So send it to that channel. But thanks for the message. This one says, on the Obinim arrest, should not dominate and hijack the airways. Ghanaians are saddled by doom, so the negative effects are immeasurable. ECG intends embarking on a strike. This can plunge the nation into suicidal darkness. We should hammer on this potential danger. K. Kusi in Edgeson Besias is sending us that WhatsApp message. This one says, Shadow Walker. Hey, is your name Shadow Walker?
Shadow Walker. We have Shadow.
This is Shadow Walker from Mankasim. Says, hey, Roland is looking dapper this morning.
Thank you.
Alongside my good self.
Sponsored by
Why the secrecy in Obinim's arrest? I'm not a fan of Obinim, but I think he's being treated unfairly. It's kind of funny, though, as everybody's calling on the president for a pardon on the slightest trouble. Yeah. Okay, so you see, somebody's with me on this.
Yeah, I was reading on social media, and you know, I don't know how true that is. Can you find out for us?
Which one is
Dr.
that?
Ali Gabaz? That his family is
I was asking for pardon. Well, this one says ECU workers should stop this unpopular strike and blame their poor service to Ghanaians. Say yes, ohene na upea ahenkwampo bebo. Godfred, Charlie, you're making me speak some.
Great.
I can't. I don't know if I got that right. But we'll hold on to the messages.
It's not about you speaking, it's about you reading it. I think you did well.
But did it make sense to you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so we're taking a break, Mama V. No more messages. We're taking a break. When we come back, we have Swell, and Benedict also will be here to give us the latest highlights.
There's a message begging Maxwell Agbagba up, and the person sending the message says, "I love his enthusiasm." We do as well.
Maxwell,
thanks for the observation. Yeah,
that's all you need in everything that you have to do. All right, so we're taking a break, and Benedict also will be here with a lot more sports update. Just stay on.